Hey guys, Zombie here. Do you want free and easy XP in Texas Chainsaw Massacre? If you do, this chill and easy method as cook is for you. Now I will start by saying there is a method by speedrunning escapes as victim that will be faster than this method. However, this method is low stress. You really don't have to think about it too much. Nothing crazy is going on. You don't have to outplay anyone. Super easy and straightforward. Now I do think this is going to get patched out, so if you want to increase your player level as quickly as possible to get all those skill points and level up all your characters, I would act fast. Now there's two ways for Cook to earn easy XP that don't require much effort, and that is applying locks to doors and listening to victims and outlining them by completely honing in on them and revealing their aura. Both of these methods award Cook and your overall player level 50 points. It'll also work to level up Cook's power and Cook's perks. The main use for this method is going to be to increase your account level to unlock those extra skill points, just to make going through all the skill trees on everyone a lot easier without having to constantly respec one killer or victim to then put points into the other one and keep going back and forth whenever you want to play a different either victim or family member. I do believe they're going to take out the 50 points for applying a lock the second time coming soon, and they might change it where Cook can't listen to the same victim over and over and over and over and over again. And you'll see that in the gameplay later, how you do that. You essentially just use his power, listen to them, and then just keep listening and keep highlighting them. And if they keep making noise, you can just keep highlighting them over and over again. Get just unlimited XP that way until they stop running or you run out of power. Now, my Cook only has level 2 Seek. First one, I went for ability recharge, but if you only have 1 point, I would go with detection range 10%. But I have 2 levels, so I went recharge rate into range increased by 20%. And the third one, if you want to be a little bit more selfish and just get as much XP as you can, increased focus speed is definitely the third one. It only takes half as long to focus in on them, so you can essentially get the same amount of value in half the time in terms of XP. If you want to be a little more useful to your team, which you'll see shortly when I discuss the rest of the build, I do like to try to be as useful as possible, even though my efficiency is lowered. I don't like being completely selfish and just sitting on a lock the whole game, but it's up to you. I would recommend you don't do that, but I can't tell you how to live. So this path going up and to the right will let you highlight the victims for the entire family so they know where they are while you're constantly spamming them, with the laughter they hear when you hear them on their end. And that's a decent segue to go into, when the game starts, and you'll see this in the gameplay in the 2 games coming later in this video. I like to go and get set up, get Grandpa awake, either by feeding him 100 blood or, the victims do it. I like to get him to at least level 1. You're Cook, you should be feeding Grandpa blood. Once I'm set up and Grandpa's level 1, I start listening. If I don't hear anything, they're being stealthy, I'll do the lock once, off and on, listen again. If I can hear them, spam listen. If they come up, if they're, working towards an escape fuse box, I'll go and try to intercept them. I don't want to sit by and do nothing while the team is struggling because they're essentially a 2v4 because Cook isn't doing anything. I do like to get involved and help out where I can. And I would recommend you do the same because it's very infuriating to have someone on your team being completely useless. And now you will have lowered efficiency, but try not to be completely useless if you can help it. And to help with that, I run these 3 perks. I run security pins, which makes the locks that I set up 50% harder to break. Now there is a bug with Connie right now where she can bypass this, and I'll make a video on that separately in the next few days to a week. But for most of the victims, this slows down their lock picking on the locks that you add. And if you're strategic with where you place them, you can severely slow them down while they're trying to work their way out. I run Unrelenting just for extra endurance, keep running more. This one you can probably change with just about anything. I like being able to chase a little bit, not run out of stamina super fast. Whether it's just traversing to get blood or to literally chase a victim and hit them, I think this is a pretty decent perk. I mean, it's not great, but it's decent. It does something, and it also encourages me. It's one of my perk slots is towards endurance, so let me go and run and chase a victim. I don't want to be useless personally. And Scout fulfills the same purpose. You move faster, you do less damage, but he has decent base savagery. It's pretty good, 35. You can go and do more damage, less damage, but you move faster. And at level 3, you're moving 15% faster, which takes Cook, the slowest, killer in the game, and makes them not feel as sluggish. Granted, you are doing less damage that way, but you have decent savagery and you'll be collecting blood, and your main role isn't necessarily to get kills, it's to help with detection, calling out to your teammates where they are, collecting blood or getting blood by hitting and then feeding Grandpa. So I left savagery at base. I went to 38 blood harvesting because you get 25 or 26 blood per blood pool when they're full, so 4 blood pools and you're good to go. And then endurance I have at plus 14, but 31 because I have an extra 7 from Unrelenting, just so I can move around a little bit more, chase a little longer. And if you want to see my skill tree, in case you want a similar build, I'm not sure if I even have the best build, to be honest, but that's my path. Coming up this way, Unrelenting is the first perk. You come up, Scouts right here, you keep coming, and Security Pins is right here. You have some random perks. I don't know Cook's full pool of random perks. There's definitely potential if there's a good perk that's a random perk that I haven't hit on this path, that if I, respec and did it again, I hit that perk, maybe it's significantly better than what I'm running. I haven't really min-maxed this at all. And the perk that I usually like to run on Grandpa if no one else is the Exterior Alarms. I believe it shows to everyone, not just me, because it's a Grandpa perk, but when they unlock a critical door or gate that leads towards an exit, it'll be highlighted in yellow, which makes it pretty easy to know, where they're trying to escape from in that moment. Good victims will kind of open one door and go the other way, just to try to, psych you out a little bit, but we're still early in the game. We're less than 2 weeks in. A lot of victims don't have that mind game, ready to go yet. They tend to tunnel a bit. And with that, I'll leave you with, please don't be useless for your team. If you do this, please try to help however you can, and please enjoy the games. Subscribe if this helped you and you enjoyed. Alright, so we're in on Slaughterhouse. Now, this is probably the toughest map to do it on just because of how large the map is. But we can probably still do alright. As I was talking, my brain turned off. I have to come lock this door, set up like I normally would. I'm not sure what the meta is on this map for locks. We don't have a hitchhiker, so regardless, it's not going to be meta. I just locked the 3 doors, these 2, and then the 1 door to the Slaughterhouse I can lock, because Cook cannot lock that metal door that's similar to the basement door that goes into the Slaughterhouse. It's right next to Fuse Box right now, because Fuse Box isn't on this side. I can't lock that door. So, they're running for sure, so let's actually do this. Come on. There we go. So we're at 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350. You see what I'm saying? On the next lock, I will show you that the lock also works. I could have just taken that one off, but I do want to finish my setup, and I also want to grab some blood. You really can be as selfish as you want with this. You can literally just set out a lock and just do that the entire game rather than do anything else. But at the I personally don't necessarily like the idea of that. I want to at least contribute, even if it's in a lesser capacity than normal. At least kind of do something. So, alright, let's wait for Grandpa to wake up. They're obviously not going to be running right now, so let's take this back off. And you'll see go up to 475 right now. Show you one more time, just so you can see the score go up. Take it off. Right back on to 525. So both listening to them. Oh, good kill. Leland's dead. Getting like when you listen to someone and you successfully outline them, and when you put a lock on a door, it's 50 XP. Doesn't seem like a lot, but over the course of a game, it does add up, especially if you're just kind of being an asshole and not actually helping the team at all. But I don't personally like to do it that way. I like to at least do something. Generally, I try to at least push Grandpa to level 1. I mean, we also have a sissy, so it's not as bad. She's not picking up blood, though, it seems. I'm not sure they're out of the basement. Actually, they probably are. It's been a long time. I'm just trying to think why Bubba's up here. Let's see. That person's in the basement still. They crouched. So I'm just going to help kind of with the setup of the upstairs, as you would in a normal game. I'm going to get Grandpa to level 2. But Sissy got him to level 1. Or maybe it was Bubba. I wasn't really paying attention. I assume it was Sissy. Assuming he's not invested in blood harvesting, he shouldn't get to level 2 off of this. He should be close, but not quite. Wasting some time. He is up, so I can't do it yet. And of course, they're going to crouch off of him leveling up. Then there's, he's not going to be hungry for a second here, so I have time to reset this lock one time, then listen, then feed him. Just kind of get the 50 XP wherever we are. You can already see Bubba has a kill, and we have a decent amount more than him. By the end of the game, it's just going to keep getting larger and larger. Alright, got him. You just keep doing it. Now she's crouch walking. I'm not going to bother trying to continue, just preserve more power. beat Grandpa, get some XP that way. Because that's the thing, like when you play like a dickhead, you do get more XP just overall, but you do get XP from actually contributing to the team. I mean, I just give them about 100 blood. I get, you know, I wasn't with 900 something to almost 1200, so at least 200. I wasn't fully, you know, paying attention to the number there. Are they outside? That's crazy. Look at them go. I mean, again, I'm not really helping that much. I'm not really doing much of anything, to be honest, but... yeah, whenever they hold shift, they're making noise. Even if they're crouch running, whatever you want to call that. Actually, stop moving. And, you know, it's not a bad idea to try to just get a few hits in, get some XP for that, get some blood for that. Oh, okay, I thought that was Connie for some reason, but Connie's wouldn't be bold enough to do that. Let's be real. Let me check over here. I think Connie wants to come this way. I don't know why I'm listening. It's obviously, Grandpa's doing his sonar. It's not going to matter, because most people aren't going to move unless they're being chased. Someone's being chased. This is probably Anna. Connie? I can't tell. Ah, that's Anna. Look at the way she's pumping those arms, that's how you know. I bet you she starts running again now. Come on. There you are. She's gonna stop, right? Yeah. Who was that? There was a little... yeah! Sounded like Connie, because Anna's in the basement. Unless I heard her from the basement somehow, but... heard it again. I think they're in Slaughterhouse. Unless it's Julie. It could be Julie. It's not a good use. Oh, maybe it's Fuse? Maybe they're running over to Fuse? I really shouldn't be going into Slaughterhouse. I'm just... yeah, that was Julie, and she was near the exit. So, I should stand on this side. I feel like Connie's gonna go out that way, though. It's not enough blood yet. I want to check... I'll come back for this in a second. I want to check Fuse box really quick. Wait, I didn't even know there was a third Fuse box spawn, to be honest. I've never seen it not on... or maybe I was thinking of a previous game. Is it on that side? No. Here. Okay, I've never, ever seen Fuse box here, so I actually want to see this, because that'll be good to know. I've played this map 1,000 times, and I've only ever seen it in that spot, or that spot. But I guess it spawned right here, so obviously, they're not doing Fuse. That's a tough location for it for them. Alright, she's gonna max him out, so I don't get the points for that, but that's okay. Nothing before he yells, but now we're gonna find out where they are, and we can just run after him. If anything, they should keep running. We can let Bubba do the work. I'm just gonna get a bunch of XP. I'm not gonna catch up in time, to be honest. She's in range, so might as well just keep detecting her. She's in chase, so she's just gonna keep running. She's crouching. All right. She's dead. Oh, we keep getting XP while she's dying. So that was a game where I didn't do too much on the locks, but it's still, you know, 2,900 XP. So that's not bad. Alright, so we're in on Family House this time. This map is probably the best one because it's so small. I don't know exactly the meta locks. I know the locks I always do. It looks like they might already be out of the basement. They have a Connie, so no, that's too low. They just made noise. Leland did something. Alright, while they're all running, get some points this way. Normally I'd use this time to set up, but I know they're running, so I'm just going to keep getting XP quickly. Oh, I'm getting so much XP off this Leland. Again, like, I'm not really helping my team at all right now. Alright, they're kind of... Well, they're still running a bit, but let me actually go and do my job. Let me get some blood. Let me put my locks on. I assume this first lock I'm putting on isn't meta because jumping out the front window and going around is an option. But me running all the way to the car battery side just doesn't make sense to me. So it's going to suck because I'm going to lock in Sissy again. But while I'm running through, I like to lock this door. Oh, it looks like maybe she went the other way. Come through, get the blood over here. Normally I'd do all this before I started listening, but because I could see they were all running, I might as well just do that. Now, which room is Grandpa in? He's right behind me. He sure is.
Take this now.
That's usually what I do first. You feed them, it goes to level 1, they're going to stop running, lock the front door, and unlock, relock, listen. And again, you're really not helping. I mean, you're kind of defending this area. If they come this way, you can try to,
I can't think straight with all this craziness going on.
you can try to, you know, kill them. Put this lock back on, then listen. They try to jump out the front window, you're kind of in the area. Come on. The hell is this? They're literally right under me. I cannot aim at them while I'm recharging. Let's do this one more time. Also, I had a stroke while saying literally. I think I slurred the word really hard. But hey, stroke live on video. By live, I mean it's pre-recorded, but it's what it is. It's a live commentary. He's opening a thing. He's gonna crawl through it, I imagine. Let's listen. No, alright. They're being stealthy for right now. I still haven't seen or heard anyone upstairs yet. I'm sure they have it open. Yeah, for sure they have it open. But...
I'm fixing to find you all, that's for sure.
But... don't have anything. Sissy is in chase. So hopefully I can listen in right here. Or here. The issue when they go right underneath you is you can't really aim at them. Now he's crouch walking. Let's get this person. Oh. Now we just beat the shit out of Julie. She's dead. Yeah. While she's finishing her animation, let's level them up. Level up, they're going to stop running, unlock, relock. Already at over 1,000. This game's going pretty quick. Sometimes with newer players, they stealth a lot more, and you can do this lock over and over again, because they're not really doing anything. They're stealthing right this second. Let's do it again. And the good thing is, because this map is so small, you can pretty much see or hear almost the entire basement, if not the entire basement, from this spot. I'm stumbling, there we go. Grandpa's increased, so they're not going to be doing anything for a second. Redo, undo, redo the lock. Keep gaining points. Not the most interesting. It's super laid back, I think, is the difference. You know, when you're playing Victim and trying to speedrun to get XP, you have to try to speedrun and not get caught while speedrunning, which can be difficult. He's going to just slap me, right? No, he's going through. That's fine. While he's running, let's just keep tagging him then. He's crouching. Alright, we're in chase because Leland... I have a feeling he wants to get something done. Someone's dead. He's going for the fuse box. We'll chase him up there. I'm not sure if Bubba's up there. Oh. Okay, Sissy's chasing. Sissy's gonna go around, I'll stay here. By stay here, I mean... There was blood, right? Yeah, here it is. This game went pretty quick, but we're still probably gonna get 2,000. And it looks like she lost him. Did he jump out? Yeah, he must have. He's downstairs at least. get back over to, not that door, but the front door. Oh, here he is. He's gonna slap me, right? Nope, just gonna run. He's going out. Oh, now he's trying to hit me? I thought he was gonna jump out the window like most good players do. He's a high level too. I think he's level 40 or 35 or something. Expected him to... Well, maybe he's too low health to jump out the window. Who knows? GG. Let's listen in. 2,000. That wasn't a great game, but it was also pretty quick, and it's an easy 2,000 you don't even have to think about.